welcome everybody to the blooper reel. This is going to be probably about, I want to say about every 2 weeks, possibly even maybe every week. I don't know. We haven't fucking decided yet, but it's going to be a video podcast. I've got, we've got Dr. Saints, the Grapist, which is Caius. We got me, One Obs. Depression, Dr. Do you go by Touch and Feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Touch and Feel. And then we have Kira,
Hello.
which is Kira, the Frost Angel. So, this is basically just kind of like a podcast. Also, we have Tim.
Hi.
He's not at home. He's chilling with me. So you're gonna hear two voices from me. It's me plus inner me.
I bet he is you.
What?
Keep it authentic.
Yeah. So basically, this is kind of like something like we're gonna go over like new news that's happening in the anime world, manga world, games in general also. So anything video games, even tabletop games, because my tabletop specialist over here, especially if you're talking about fucking Warhammer,
Yo.
all day, every day, is this guy, Tim. So, and then we can touch on base like on like music, really kind of anything. We all know the main sins not to talk about, so we can kind of go ahead and get started. So has anybody brought anything today? Kind of like anybody, bringing anything to the table today so far?
I brought
brought
all
myself.
this beautiful art.
All right, well, already to a great start. I love you guys.
Already
I'm so happy.
we can marvel at the artwork that I've worked on. Aubrey's depressions and G-rape.
Already. So let's see. We've got a few things. So we're gonna start with like what is it? Demon Slayer currently. So right now, have you guys seen where the new Prime Minister of Japan, Fumio Kishida, how he's actually going to be raising the income of people who work on manga and anime in the industry?
Really?
Oh yeah. So what had happened was, so he's like, I don't watch TV, but he's like, I've read through all the volumes of Demon Slayer though. So now he's like, he's like, I'm gonna raise all these incomes for these people. And apparently through some research I have done is they get really shitty pay. I mean, Americans probably get worse pay. But,
Yeah, so in the manga and anime industry, they are like super minimum wage, even though they'll work like super long hours. In Japan, if you work overtime, that's means you're not making money. Like if you work overtime, you're not getting paid for overtime. And people in Japan work overtime, like that's normal. For people, if you're working overtime, then you're working normally. If you're not working overtime, some like people look at you like there's something wrong with you. Japan's a very weird place.
Work.
they what?
They worship work. It's a little unhealthy.
Yeah, they worship work. It's very unhealthy. But it's weird because like you can finish all your work for the day and then go home when you're supposed to go home. But if you stay at work and procrastinate and do nothing and like stay longer than everybody else, people think, oh, you're a hard worker because you're staying at work, even though maybe you're not working. Like it's the weirdest thing. It's this weird backwards kind of thinking.
If you fall asleep at work, that's actually considered like a good thing because they think that you worked so hard you got tired.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're at work, you're working hard. And if you fall asleep at work, yeah, you're probably working too hard, so hard you fall asleep. Which is the weirdest thing. It's like, what?
Damn, dude, I must work hard every fucking night.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't imagine that, dude. Like that's, I don't know.
Well, you remember like Hayao Miyazaki made which I mean that like I'm a huge Lupin the Third fan, but like Hayao Miyazaki made Castle Cagliostro, and that's actually like his least favorite anime film he's ever made. He fucking hates that movie, and it's because he did it in, I think it was like 4 to 6 months, right? So he was basically like forced in a contract. Like in the contract, he was forced that like he started doing it, and he was starting to write it and everything. And he was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna need to, you know, have this amount of time and everything. I think it was Funimation. Funimation was kind of like, yeah, that's good, but we need you to do it in this time frame. So like they fucking during Castle de Cagliostro, they literally slept, ate, and everything for like 4 months in their offices just to finish that film. And he hated every bit of it. But oh, who am I thinking of? Spielberg. If you look it up right now, you can actually find where like Steven Spielberg, he loves that film, surprisingly. And I mean, I think it's a fantastic film in general. So.
Well, I mean, it's not like he hates it because it's bad. He hates it because of what he had to do to make it, kind of thing.
Well, okay, so a big reason why I hate it is because the writing is because like he didn't get to write it how he wanted to. He wrote it. He had to take some shortcuts, a lot of shortcuts that he didn't want to do.
So I made a little mistake. I totally forgot. When recording, it doesn't record my voice unless I have a certain program open. I just opened it, so it's not recording my voice.
It's okay. I've been recording.
Yeah, I'm just saying my stuff wasn't recording my voice. Now I am. Yay!
Yeah, I think that's a big issue in like most industries now, though. Is like, especially with like games, anime, manga, all of that. They get put on these like deadlines, and then they come out with this trash, and then the fans get mad. But like, they're forced into these deadlines. They have no other choice. And if they try to postpone it or something like that, then people get pissed off also. So it's like, it's, you know, you're shit on if you do, you're shit on if you don't.
I think
It's hard to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
I think in America, like, video games especially, they've gotten kind of too big for their britches. A lot of times the producers would be like, oh, the audience wants this, and then the thing is they don't really listen to the audience. They just kind of do what they think the audience wants, even though they're not even listening to the audience. And then a lot of times the studios themselves are too big that a lot of the like things that they wanted to get kind of lost in translation, and then sometimes just like the way they work. Yeah, like having a deadline kind of really restricts stuff. I know that's why a lot of people are thinking that the indie video game development industry is going to become extremely. It's going to be the next big thing because big studios aren't doing very well. Like personally, I don't like Nintendo anymore. Like I don't like a lot of big studios anymore because they just don't. They're not worth it, in my opinion, anymore. Like if you're looking at all the new games that are coming out, they're just not up to the quality that they used to be. Like there's a lot of like pretty sheen to it, but there's no substance. There's all the substance kind of like.
Completely agree, and part of the issue is that everybody's been blaming it on COVID, and while there is a major factor that has played into, you know, due to having to work from home at certain times, you know, having to worry about distancing, masking, all that kind of stuff, while that has been something to deal with, there have also been ample opportunities for pushing off the game's release, where companies hate to do that, where I understand it loses marketing. You take a bigger toll when the game comes out and it's not finished or it's bad. Or B, you find ways to work around that, where part of the issue is that a lot of game developers went home, stopped doing development because they didn't have to worry about the standards of being there while working on it. And then once told they had a deadline, they just half-assed it to a point until it looked like it was running.
Well, yeah, a lot of times when they're given deadlines, a lot of features that they want to implement, they can't implement because it takes too long to work out the kinks or how to develop it. Like, I myself have attempted to work on my own games, and eventually I do want to make my own games. So I know, and I've gone through schooling and had some classes to like understand how things work in the game industry. It's a little
Yeah, I
bit
get
more-
what you're saying. I'm currently a game design major.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
you
so I'm
know-
getting my
you
bachelor's in
have
game
your-
design.
you know exactly what it's like.
Also,
About what Kira had said, I mean, look at Bethesda. They got like a team of 300. They're so absolutely out of touch with what the gamers want. They just homogenize their game for the sake of consoles.
Well, they're not communicating with one another, so it's becoming almost tunnel vision. But you can't have a game that's tunnel visioned when you have 30 different tunnels that are applying to one singular title.
Look
You
at
know what I mean?
76 though. There's hardly any quests, no characters, no real content there. It's just a world.
See, that's actually a great thing you pull up. Like, there's nothing in the world. That's why I didn't like Breath of the Wild from Nintendo.
I wasn't a
People
fan of it.
absolutely people loved it. People raved about it, and like it's a good game, but it's empty. There's nothing to it.
Right, I
Everything in the game is half baked, and
Well, they introduced a lot of like new mechanics to open world.
that
like
doesn't matter. That does not
Right,
matter.
right. No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying like it did innovate some things for open
I
worlds,
do
but
agree. It
it
innovate.
was very empty. There was a lot of space like that was just unused. Like,
I would definitely
oh,
like
let's
follow.
just throw an enemy here and there, and we'll call that used space. And it's like, no,
Well,
you
there-
can't do
all
that.
There's like what 5 enemies in the game. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I definitely want to agree with what you were saying that while it was good, it was bad. You know what I mean? I would
Right,
argue that
yeah.
games like Genshin Impact, also I'm not necessarily a fan of it. But
Cash grab.
but from the time I've played during it, it is almost a anime Breath of the Wild, in my opinion. And
Right.
so I would argue that games like Genshin Impact are going to be able to thrive in that because of what Breath of the Wild did. Whereas I think Breath of the Wild was a bit disappointing in terms of being, what it was as a Zelda title. I think it opened up the doors for developers to take different approaches to what they do. Because an open world is such a hard thing to accomplish, you have to come up with the stories and the quests and all that stuff, which is what failed with Zelda, but Genshin Impact has managed to do fairly well, is that Nintendo opened up the doors for that opportunity to be taken. They just didn't embrace it the way they should have, as well as other companies are starting to.
Well,
let's be honest though, it's definitely way better than Spirit Tracks. Okay.
Hey, I played that. It was okay. But one thing that bugs me a lot about Nintendo is, I always forget names and like who's who, but like the head honcho doesn't like story in video games. So like, it you can feel it like in Mario Galaxy. That didn't supposed to have the story it had. The developers really pushed very hard to have the story that is in the game now. Like they wanted to add more, and so when the second game came out, people were expecting the story to be even better, even more developed, and there was no story. There was nothing. The head honcho was like, "I don't like story in my games. Get it out." Even though that's what made Mario Galaxy so special. Is that it had a story, it had meaning, it had like a great ending. Like the ending was like, what the hell? Like I don't want to spoil it because I don't know if anyone's played it or not. But
They honestly should have.
say again.
They should have continued with stuff like Mario RPG.
They should have continued, but the thing is, they're so rigid on they only want technical games. They don't want any story. They don't want any like emotion in the game. They just want technical. To them, a video game is just that, a game. But
Well, so hold on. To be
much
fair,
more.
It's a different style.
to be fair though, you know how hard it is to put emotion into a character, like a game character sometimes. That's why
they
like
have developers. Like,
well,
it's
hold
not
on, hold
just the one person.
there's been so many times where like a video game character, it's like the game is great, the story is great, and then you have characters like Titus from fucking Final Fantasy X. All right, he's like screaming and yelling, and when he's sitting there and he's laughing, doing that laughing segment, and he's like, ha 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 ha. Like, what is that?
I
So-
thought that sounds pretty genuine to me.
But like the whole thing is like it's video game developers are so afraid of
See,
trying
the
to
other
put
side of,
that
like, voice
emotion
acting,
in.
I think.
Well,
I think
and
voice
part of-
acting on that side is just kind of like when like Asian media comes to America likes to try to imitate the voice actors themselves, but our voice actors, either the people we're hiring don't care, or we're just trying too hard to mimic what they have. So like if
Or
you
the exact same voice actors over and over. Because
without,
you hear female, male voices that, you know, you're like, oh shit, I know another
interesting
anime
because,
that
like,
they're from.
if you go to Japan, Japan has a crazy voice actor. Like, what's the word? Like, if you're going to do voice acting in Japan, you have to be like top tier. If you want to do voice acting in America,
Standards.
It's changed now. Yeah, the standards. They're high. They have way higher standards. Like,
Well,
it's a regular-
nowadays it's because everybody wants to be a voice actor. Everybody's home. Everybody bought their fancy microphone and headset, and they decided, oh, I'm just gonna record me talking and reading lines because that's what there is to it. That's not what it is. It isn't
There-
physical.
there's more,
It is
yeah.
acting. Whether or not somebody can see your face, there is a performance that is there. There is a character that needs to be embodied. A fantastic example is Squid Game. If you listen to the Korean sub or the Korean dub, it's, you know, what the story was intended to be, the characters' personalities or what they were written as and all that. If you listen for like 10 freaking minutes of the English dub, the main character is walking up to people, "Sup, bro? Sup, dude? How's it going?" But that's not what the character is in any way, shape, or form. The Squid Game is two separate storylines that have the same climactic points. It just is the story just differs between whether you chose the Korean or English dub.
That's interesting you bring that up, because I know in some Japanese anime, if you watch the English version, there's slight differences in like what's going on because of translation. Either like there's translation issues, or they're trying to like fit exactly the words that they're
Yeah.
saying, so they don't have enough time, so they have to cut certain things. Like I know, I think in Evangelion, there's actually some changes with like the story itself. Some things are changed so that if you watch the Japanese version, you get much more information from what's going on instead of the English version, because they have to cut stuff.
Yeah.
One thing I will add, Godzilla, if you go back, I believe it's the first Godzilla movie they ever made. You watch the Japanese version, there's a scene with Russians trying to defend their nuclear missile from Godzilla, and they're trying to deactivate it. In the American version, the Russians are trying to set the nuke off.
Oh, actually, that reminds me, the Digimon movie. That's a complete fantasy of America. Like, literally, it's 3 different OVAs that Japan made. And they're all separate, and they all have their own separate storyline that got sent here to America, and then they all got kind of mashed into this monster of a movie. That became the Digimon movie.
Another thing they did to Godzilla was any of the scenes, because there was political debate in Japan, like, I don't know, their government, and there's a woman who's part of the government, and she's arguing, being very loud and, you know, powerful, and in the American version, because this is like the 60s, they cut that part out. There's also another part where there's like a romance scene. They sort of cut most of those scenes out, or cut her lines out.
So while I agree that like sometimes the dubbing is at the fault of like voice actors and stuff, there's also the issue of like it's the Japanese animation studios that are contracting the studios that are doing the dubbing, and sometimes they just don't care. They don't care how it
Well,
translates into English.
I think a lot of times there's a language barrier with that as well. Like a lot of times big companies won't get a translator, and they'll try to figure it out. And so a lot of times there's the things a lot like.
Hold on.
Right, but no, like, so there's an anime, I think it's Ghost Stories or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where the
so-
entire dub
yeah.
was just said, figure it out.
Yeah, so literally, like, the Japanese studio that animated it, they literally straight up told them, we don't care what you do with the dubbing, just keep the story intact. And so like the dubbing for that is so fucking absolutely ridiculous.
It's
Genius.
completely
it's-
no.
So like if you watch
love
like
it.
the
I
Japanese,
watched a little bit of it. It's great.
so like if you watch like the Japanese dub of it, like it's a it's a subpar anime. It's not good. It's not bad. It's subpar. But then like you watch the English version and you literally think you're listening to like a fucking abridged version of it. And it's but that's the legitimate dubbing that they allowed. So it's like so part of it falls down on the studios not caring enough to get a proper dubbing done.
Okay, if we're talking abridged though, let's talk about the fact that Team 4 Star is probably the best abridged company out there. Like nothing's better than watching Perfect
Yeah, but they're kind of the ones that like started
Hey
it all.
Goku, I'm pounding your son.
Yeah, but like I said, they're kind of the ones who started it all. They kind of popular bridge.
Hold on. Hey, Saints.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing over there all quiet?
I'm listening, Alan, and then
Vibing, dog. Leave him alone.
Look at his bird. He's hungry for more knowledge.
His burb.
He's hungry to get great.
very last minute bird.
He wants you to spit in his mouth.
But two.
I want one of them grapes, boy.
Gotta.
Grab one of these grapes.
Spit on the queen.
Get one of them grape, boy.
But no, so I do want to touch back on something I was saying about how COVID is affecting like game studios and stuff like that. The problem with that statement is it would be the case if it was happening recently, but dude, games have been going downhill for like the last 5 years from these major studios.
If you really
Yeah, it's
wanna
just a
point-
current excuse.
If
Yeah.
you want to point fingers at COVID, that's total bullshit because you can bring your computer home. Like you can work at home on stuff easily.
The only thing COVID did was make it hard to like pass files around, but email exists, so
Well, yeah,
Oh,
no,
and
OneDrive.
COVID
Like,
created
things
the
like
need
OneDrive,
for
bro.
accountability, and we
Right.
realized how much people weren't able to be held
Right.
accountable for what their responsibilities were.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it to like what you were saying, that it's happening for years. It's
Yeah.
not something new. COVID's just their current excuse. But
Well-
if you ignore COVID and you look at what's been happening, it has brought to light the issue of laziness
Well, like,
amongst all these companies at the moment.
like look at when like Fallout 4 came out, dude. It was a buggy mess. It was awful, like there were questline issues, there were enemy issues. There was so much wrong with that game. It came from a massive studio. And then you have Elix, which came out around the same, probably not the same time, but like
It was like
roughly
a few
that
years
same
later.
roughly that same time frame. Elix was made by like a 9-person studio. You knew it was gonna have bugs. You knew it was gonna have issues. They even said it from the start. Like this game's not perfect, but it was a solid game for a 9-person studio. The graphics were good. The gameplay was pretty solid. The combat was good. And like you look at the like disparity between the two, and it's like how do you release this fucking buggy mess of a game? We get it. You're known for it, Bethesda, but it still shouldn't happen as often as it does, especially from these big studios.
Hold on, Tim. What's up?
I was gonna trash that game because I hate Gothic and all those games, and it's the same studio that made the Gothic games.
Well,
Just
also,
gotta
I
keep
mean,
in mind
so
their willingness to fix their issues. Like, when it comes to certain games, yeah, you can be held reliable for like if you put out something amazing. Like CD Projekt Red was held to the standards they put. It was held to the standards they put out for Witcher 3, for when they put out Cyberpunk, which was part of their issue, is that they created such a line that they had to reach for that they just didn't, and then
oh
accepted
yeah,
their
no,
fate.
bro. Like I was waiting for Cyberpunk for like how long, Matt? Like 8-9 years at this point.
Well, here's the thing. Benefit of the doubt on that. They wanted to push it back again. They wanted to continue to push it back until. But-
People were
No,
bitching
fan
so
service,
much.
you know.
No. But the problem is that the people who paid for it, essentially, I'm not even like their backers, their investors,
Their
whatever,
investors, yeah.
they kept pushing. They're like, we want our return. We want our return. We want our return.
I mean, they got their return. Let's be real here. But
And also another benefit of the doubt. The only issues with Cyberpunk were mainly on the past gen consoles. Like I played it on PC, dude. I had no problems with the game.
I played it
the
on
first
PC.
week
I
it
had
came
occasional
out.
bugs.
Yeah, but nothing game breaking. You know what I mean?
No, nothing game breaking. But part part of the thing is that people go into expecting games like that to be completely perfect, and they're not, which is
Right.
part of the issue with that when it comes back to expectations. When you have indie games that release, people expect it to have bugs, or at least are prepared to at least look past them when there are bugs. Like fucking look at Binding of Isaac when it first released.
A fantastic game,
Right?
But also,
this
hold on.
game just put out a major DLC. It's one of the most well-known roguelike sort of games, you know, rinse and repeat sort of games. And when it first released, it was released for a game that was half complete. The hardest boss in the game right now was a glitch of a character that they put together in the course of a week, and now it's the hardest boss in the game. They took their glitches and used them to their advantage, whereas CD Projekt Red went, yeah, the game's done, and released it without saying preemptively, by the way, there's gonna be some hitches.
Yeah, so I guess it really comes like if you tell people beforehand, like, hey, this is probably gonna have some issues, look forward to them. We're working on them. People are a little more forgiving, but yeah, when you try to cover it up and say like, yeah, no, our game's fine. What are you talking about? And it's like, yeah,
Exactly.
That's
You
why I
look at,
believe
like,
in
their-
more of- Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you looked at their pages, like Facebook, Twitter, all that. They would post their things that are like, "Oh, our developers are over 200 hours into gameplay and they're still not finished. There's so much to do." Instead of coming out with an announcement that's saying, "Yes, the game is going to release on this day. There are going to be some bugs. You're gonna have to deal with them while we fix with them. We apologize." Instead, they were like, "Our developers are having so much fun with the game and they're not even done yet." And that was their entire marketing. We've got hours of gameplay. Yeah, it's hours of gameplay because there are some people who couldn't get past the first mission in 7 hours.
So what happens in the gaming industry and other industries as well that are similar is a lot of marketing isn't connected to the studio at all. So marketing has no idea what they're doing most of the time. They get bits and pieces of what they're working on, and so sometimes they misinterpret that, and so that's another kind of like misinterpretation of stuff. And then on the other side, I do believe studios should be more transparent with what they're doing, because then there's less misinterpretations within the audience themselves directly.
Tim wants to say something.
Yeah. Cyberpunk, they did a great job with the marketing, but
Well, hold on.
yeah.
You said marketing, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was waiting for Cyberpunk for how fucking long? You know what marketing they did? Who did they add into the game?
Keanu Reeves.
Exactly.
Yes.
That was the fuck. That
Yeah.
was the fucking marketing. Okay. That literally, like, when they announced Keanu Reeves was in the game, that's when the game blew up, and it was like, oh my god, Cyberpunk. But go ahead.
Well, I
Continue.
think it hit more
Hold on,
headlines
hold on.
because it now.
Tim wants to talk too.
That trailer too. That fucking violent ass trailer with that great music.
Oh, wait, the one where the chick is sitting there and the guns are, like, the police department are, like, surrounding her and everything, and she's got, like, blades for arms or whatever? That one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that was such a good fucking trailer. That was, like, 10 years ago, bro. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Kaya.
So,
Yeah, one of the things I did see was, I guess hackers, they released their roadmap plan for their DLC. Looks like 5 weapon packs. I'm not sure, don't quote me on this. You can find the picture somewhere. I don't know, I probably should have looked for it.
Man, we should have made it where we could pop up, like, videos and
so
stuff on
I'm
here.
gonna
post.
plan to do that. So
There's like 3 or 4 quest packs, some clothing packs, but not some cars. There's not much really.
I think Matt's looking.
what?
This is all their
Oh, I thought
free
you were looking it
DLC
up.
that's supposed to come
Nah, I'm
out.
looking up other stuff.
No, he was signing into his DoorDash.
Bitch, I already got my food.
Well, okay, so now there is something else I want to go ahead and touch on. Video game related and also as well as anime related. So the Dragon Quest composer Koichi Sugiyama, he passed away. He was 90 years old. If you guys have ever played Dragon Quest, fantastic game series. And definitely some beautiful music. So that is definitely a big loss for them. And then also let's see. So I don't know if you guys watch Eden Zero, but Eden Zero just released their final episode and everything, and they just also announced that Yuji Suzuki also had passed away, but they didn't want to announce that until after the last episode had come out. We can go back to what we were saying though.
Okay, so I'll take over. It's actually interesting you bring up kind of like that, because I kind of want to bring up in Japan, and also the work. But like a manga artist, it's crazy how often they get sick because they push themselves so hard. A lot of times the I think it's either editors or producers who are like breathing down their neck, like we want to see more, we want to see more. And literally they have to make a full chapter in like a week time. So they have like a day to like decide what they're gonna do, and then they like draw and do all the steps to finish. And a lot of times, by the end of it, a lot of them kind of get very sick and very unhealthy. I know some of my favorite manga artists who are very close to like anime as well, like World Trigger is one I really like, and then I think Log Horizon was another one with the artist that's sick really often because they do so much work.
I know there's a lot of manga that currently resent some of their series. Like, they love the series to a point where it's, you know, it's part of what they, figmenting almost makes it sound fake, but it's their world. It's, you know, it's a universe. It's created a base. It usually leads to a fandom, especially the bigger ones. But I also know that there's a lot of them that while they love the worlds, they loathe the manga, because while it is part of who they are, it's part of their income, part of their work, part of, you know, their creative output, it is also a source of a lot of stress and pain. It's like streamers nowadays, you know. Gaming is, you know, a big love thing, you know. You become a streamer because of how much you love the gaming, or a gaming streamer. But it gets to a point where after a while, part of that is, well, I do gaming for work. My entire income is based off of gaming. It used to be what I do to de-stress, so what do you do now? You know what I mean? So it becomes part of that. While you love it, while it's your passion, it becomes something you end up loathing to a degree because it's the source of everything in some way, shape, or form. You know, manga artists, because they love doing art, they like drawing panels, they become manga artists, and they eventually, you know, have their own series or their own story that gets told through their art. And it, you know, it becomes harsh to a point where what used to be their output, what used to be their escape from the rest of their real life, you know, the outside world, they have turned it into their outside world, and it's hard to escape what was your escape.
Well, also, Tim has this to say.
What you're curious about people getting sick, the Xenogears musician, he did some great music for those games. I think it was the second game, he ended up getting sick because he worked so hard. He ended up in the hospital because of it.
Well, like it's crazy if you look at like Japanese creators. I know a bunch of them. I like animators and directors, and I never knew there was music people would also get that crazy bad. It's crazy like how their work, like it's funny because like the dichotomy of their work ethic, like, oh, they're working hard by just being there, and then there's other side of they actually are working hard, like literally working themselves to death. It's crazy.
Yeah, like on a diet of cigarettes and work.
Cigarettes actually reminds me of I can't remember any of the recent stuff he did, but have you guys watched Paprika, the anime, the movie?
Yes.
So that artist, he died pretty early because he pretty much overworked himself. All the stuff he worked on, his work is beautiful and amazing. I would love to like work in that style of what he does.
Wait, so anybody have you guys read Beginning After Then? Anybody watch? I mean, read Bates?
No.
Oh man. Okay, so I know that you guys don't read it and everything, which is fine. Definitely, it is one of the only few like mangas that I would ever constantly annoy the fuck out of somebody to urge them to go and read it. It's like 200 chapters now or whatever, and it's finally starting. And I know that sounds really dumb, and I know some people don't like that, because there's a lot of those people out there who are like, oh my god, One Piece, it's too long. It's like, oh, what you're telling me is that they're continuing an actual story, and there's enough content and all that shit, and you don't want to be there for content? Like, fucking Oda from One Piece, like, that's his life, man. Like, he has over 100 volumes, and he's like, there's a collector out there that has all 100 volumes, I mean, like, all my volumes, and they're all on his shelf, weighing down his shelf, but I want to thank that person because that's my life that they have there. And that right there, like, Oda was part, like, he helped with, like, Rurouni Kenshin and a few other animes out there, and he actually truly gives a fuck about his anime and his manga, because he knew how it was going to end before he started it. Like, Zoro in One Piece is, like, based off of one of his characters. I forget what manga it was, but it was from a totally different manga, and he was like, I'm gonna port this guy over. So, but yeah, anyways, going back to Bates, it's definitely worth a read. If you guys haven't, I would definitely suggest it. There's a character in there that just recently died, and it is one of the most heartbreaking moments. And also, if you guys love a good art style, Before and After Then is like one of the best art styles I've ever seen in a manga, because it's also colorized at the same time, and I full-heartedly believe you guys will enjoy it, so definitely check it out.
So apparently the USS Kid, which is like a US destroyer, their Facebook page got hacked, and someone streamed Age of Empires on it. Like, apparently it went on for a few days, and it took them a while to get the account back. That's fucking hilarious.
Whoa.
That's awesome. Like, just oh, the balls you have to hack a fucking webpage for US property.
A lot of, hacking lately going on. I know Twitch got.
Bro, Twitter got hacked.
Amazon.
Twitter, and then
Amazon
Twitch.
was hacked.
PayPal.
PayPal.
Yeah. Oh my god.
PayPal's always being hacked. Let's go
Crazy.
leave that alone.
That's true.
But like lately, like I know it's interesting because here where I live, there's been a lot of government buildings that were being hacked. I know, like, where my dad was working, he got hacked, but it wasn't that bad. But like, I know the my brain's kind of stopping. But
Trying to think. I just had to reset a password for something earlier today that got hacked.
You said that your Twitch, I think, right? And then what was it, Saints? You said something
Yeah,
that your PayPal
Twitch.
was.
Yeah.
My Parallels, you know the virtual machine for Linux additional Windows screens and all that got hacked. Someone tried to get into my Nintendo.
How dare they?
Oh,
Sucks to
hey,
be them.
Matt.
up?
Well, actually, I guess this is for you and Caius. You guys know that solo leveling's going on another break for a while because the author's health is doing pretty bad.
I mean, that's fine. Dude's gotta take care of himself to make that masterpiece.
They wouldn't buy a Metro today.
Oh, Metroid. My friend bought
I
it.
got it today. It was still fun.
Have you played it yet? A little bit?
I played like 5 minutes of it.
5 minutes? Okay, what do you think of the 5 minutes?
I can't really say because it's only been 5 minutes. I want to enjoy it first.
Okay, well,
friend-
first impression. Okay, go off
So
by
give
first
me
impression.
like Saturday night, and I'll beat it.
Okay, so
Alright.
you'll have the deeds next time. Okay. It was funny. Today a friend went on started on vacation, and like he was supposed to like leave today, but like he stayed in line at the game store to buy it. So he waited until like 10 when they opened, but he could have left for like where he was going earlier in the morning instead of waiting so long to get it. But it was...
How do we feel about Sora being in Smash?
I mean, I think it was bound to happen.
Well, he's got, so apparently like it's got all three of his outfits, but like they've
Does it?
got
I haven't
alternate
paid
colors
any
as well.
attention to it.
Yeah,
I watched the preview trailer up until after he shook Mario's hand, but I haven't seen any of the gameplay. So all I know is the concept Sora's a game, and I'm like, neat.
Yo, you know what I have been watching because all my friends are into it right now? I keep wanting to say the SpongeBob Super Smash Bros, but it's
Oh,
Nickelodeon.
Nintendo, whatever,
Yeah,
or Nintendo.
Nintendo. I know, I was thinking
Nickelodeon?
Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's why I said the SpongeBob one because it was easier
Green
to say
slime.
SpongeBob than green slime. Nintendo. Oh, not Nintendo.
Go ahead.
Just talk.
It's got
Nickelodeon.
burnt toast
Said that
man.
with chest.
Did you hear Tim?
Yeah, it's got that toast guy, cinnamon toast.
The toast guy. Oh,
Does it
yeah,
really?
yes,
Stimpy.
it has so many classic characters.
I saw Danny
it-
Phantoms in it.
But you know what?
I was like,
It
Oh, no.
honestly looks like a fan made it, not like an actual like
really?
company put it together. It's $50. It's crazy.
How
And
many
it-
people said that though? Like, the people went to Twitter and they're like, it's about to look like a fan game. Watch.
It looks like a fan game. Like people are already finding like super easy, cheap looping combos to like lock people in. Like my friend is a super hardcore like what's the word? He used to go to like Super Smash Bros tournaments and he was like pretty decent. I'd say to get like the top 5 placement. Top 5, top 10.
What
Yeah.
era of Smash?
Yeah.
He's the current. He's been in
Ultimate?
every single one, so yeah, I think he can do Ultimate as well.
I used to play Melee competitively
I'm
and then I
curious.
gave up after.
I did have a friend who was into Melee who wanted me to get into Melee, but my reaction time is abysmal. So
I just liked using Roy.
mhm. So my friend was really good. He was probably like top 5, I think, in our area. He used to play constantly.
So this is probably more so for Tim, because I don't know if anybody else here cares about Diablo.
Oh,
But, Diablo 4 got a new game director.
did it?
I don't know how to feel about it because he was he previously worked on WoW.
Oh,
Previously.
man. So he
What
What kind
escaped
of what,
that
what
tyranny.
level of previously? Like
When are
when
they
it was
going
good?
to turn into a
Previously?
full-fledged Chinese company?
Little Ontario.
I mean, he's been with like Blizzard since 2000, so I'm sure he's worked on quite a bit. But like, I don't know how to feel about it.
Any
It just
thoughts?
depends on when he worked on WoW, cause like
He apparently also had hand in Diablo 3, but like, even still.
I like Diablo 3. I thought it was good. I got the Diablo 3 Switch, the etched one.
I regret it.
I enjoyed it. I liked the it was a lot better once they introduced Necromancer.
Diablo 3 wasn't bad, but it was bad compared to 2.
I agree.
When you go from 2 to 3, it's like, what the fuck did you do to Diablo? Like, why would you do this?
No,
Like, Diablo 3 as its like own standalone dungeon crawler, not bad. But when you look at where it came from, bad.
I can
Yeah,
understand
no,
why
okay,
people's
so-
love for it if they played it before the other ones.
I feel Diablo 3 is like on the level of Torchlight.
Yes.
Like that's how like I think of like Diablo 1, amazing, phenomenal. Diablo 2, godlike. And then it's like fucking like you get 3 and it's like double kill.
The
It's like,
itemization
what?
is so boring too. There's no rune stones or anything to keep in your inventory. On a controller too.
You what?
You can play it on a controller.
Yeah, you know, controllers, you know, sometimes comfortable for that. Oh, so since you didn't watch much of all of the thing about Sora, so him being in it brings in a new map. They're doing Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, I
as
saw
a,
the map. I saw the map. It does look pretty good.
Yeah, he excels only in air fighting, by the way, in air combos. He's actually the lightest character now on Smash.
Does that mean he could jump the highest?
Yes,
he
but he
solo
can
the height?
also get his ass thrown the farthest. Like,
80%.
yeah, so like he is like the fucking lightest character now.
Bro, Incineroar versus Sora fucking just gets tossed right off.
Oh
the
my
screen.
god.
Now he does have that counter like Sephiroth has, where it's a like in front counter. So you know that's good, but like if he gets his ass snuck up on like from behind, he's out. Like
I need to play it again. I love Pyra and
Bro, he's underage. It's not cool if somebody sees him.
No.
It's messed up.
that's why you just toss him.
like a salad.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So apparently
That's a
there's
child Aubrey.
apparently there's cockfighting
Stop.
in Far Cry 6, and guess who's made a complaint? Fucking PETA.
Oh my god.
No.
You're-
Screw those
you're-
people. They
you're
kill
really-
dogs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's a video
PETA's a
game.
joke.
Be glad they're doing it virtually and not physically.
It's also set in like a country that you would expect cockfighting to be in. Like, I don't know why they're fucking surprised.
On a
man.
Tuesday.
I don't know. If you take it down to Florida, you might be able to find some.
I don't know, man. It's fucking
Jesus fuck.
PETA likes to complain about everything, and yet they're like one of the worst like companies or organizations. I wouldn't even call them a company. They're one of like the worst
Yeah,
organizations for like animal
really
rights.
Weird stuff before, like stuff that goes against like what they say they're supposed to go for, like what they're not sure, but like what they stand for, like they don't even follow.
Right.
Did you guys see where there was a teenage boy that prevented a fire because he watches Fire Force?
What?
What's fire?
Yeah, so
That's
What is
hilarious.
Why
yeah,
do you keep
he
bringing
was.
up minors?
I am not. No, like so, no. He's like 18, by the way, bro. No, he was 18, but like they asked him during an interview. They were like, "How did you know what to do?" And he goes, "Well, I watch an anime on how to fight fires." And he's like, it's called Fire Force.
That's
I bet
funny.
you he didn't end up doing anything that was just from that show, and he went, "Ah, Fire Force,
Oh my
bruh."
god. Is that show good? Like I keep seeing like.
Top tier.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I
pretty
need to
solid.
watch it. I need to watch it. Like, cause I looked at it, I'm like, this looks kind of silly. Cause like I've seen some like
It's amazing.
some not trailers. I guess trailers, commercials for it. Like this looks dumb. I'm never gonna touch it. So I was curious.
I definitely recommend it.
It's crazy how like trailers can make something look really bad.
Oh.
Well, Hollywood does the opposite. They make something bad look really
Look
good.
really good, yeah.
So you know how we were talking about how like gaming companies should be more transparent with like issues with their games and stuff?
Mhm.
Guess who just announced the problem with their game at launch? Battlefield. That's what we like in this world.
Not
Oh,
as
what
bad.
happened?
I don't know. I haven't read the article yet, but let me do a quick skim.
I thought it released next week or something.
No,
But already
they pushed it back. No, they pushed it back. It's in its beta right now though.
Yeah,
They-
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought beta was releasing next week or something
I
like.
think it's today, isn't it?
Yeah, the beta's out now. Yeah, the beta's active.
Yeah, like today to like the weekend.
Oh shit. It's good because most college students are on fall break now, so they've set it up to be released when, or the beta to be out when all the students have time to abuse.
Ah, okay. So it's less of an issue with the game and more of an issue with like the anti-cheat system. Apparently,
Oh.
there's because Battlefield they're usually pretty good about their anti-cheat software, but apparently there's 2 hacker providers currently that have cracked their anti-cheat.
Probably
So-
the same one that's cracked everything else, like Escape from Tarkov and Call of.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
there's
it
a
is- yeah.
major pandemic of hacking going on right now in first-person shooters.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have that worked out like almost immediately.
I
I
don't
got
want to
a-
start rambling.
You what?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Bates because I was talking to Tim. Actually, I was telling him about before and after the end. So there's a scene in it, and I won't tell you where it's at in the series. This chick shows up with this army and everything, and they found this like super powerful foe, right? He sits there and he's like, he looks at her and the whole army. And actually, Matt, you might actually feel this vibe a little bit because of Vidiot, okay? But anyways, he's sitting there and he looks at her and he goes, I'm gonna give you a chance. You turn around right now and slaughter all of your men, and I'll let you live. No scratch or anything. And she, she's loyal. She's, one of the, like, holy knights and everything. So she's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So she goes to start fucking attacking the dude, and he doesn't move at all except for his finger. He points his finger or whatever, and all the...
Sorry.
Bless you.
Sneezes! Christ! I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
Bless you. So he points his finger and everything at the army, and these metal spikes just impale all of them. All right, and it goes to the next frame where he shows up in her face and just kicks her. Then the next frame after that is her being impaled, like flying back, and gets impaled by the spike. He literally like comes up out of nowhere because he's like super fast. Comes up out of nowhere, grabs both of her legs above the ankles, and above the knees, and literally is like, "You're not gonna need these anymore," and just squeezes them and rips them off. Then he fucking goes over and like grabs her arm, and he's like, and I'm assuming you won't need this now, and fucking rips half of her, like rips her arm off, like below the elbow and everything. And then one of the sickest lines I've heard is like, he goes, also, I've heard that your senses increase when you lose one of your other senses. And all it goes to is his thumbs going up to her eyes, and then it's just darkness and like red and all that stuff afterwards, because he just gouged out her eyes. And he's like, I'm gonna make you listen to all of your men die. And then it goes to the next panel where it like intensifies all this screaming and all that shit. And that is probably one of my saddest moments in this whole fucking thing. But what were you saying about 40K?
The Horus Heresy. The word bearer Space Marines. Their entire civilization that they had went and created, they worshipped the Emperor, which is something he didn't like. He didn't want to be worshipped. And they were extremely zealous in the way they did it, and he discovered this on their planet that they colonized, and he just completely set fire and destroyed everybody, killed the whole fucking planet. In front of them, made them watch, and said, don't do this again. And that's the first time they fell to chaos, and they wanted to kill everybody.
Bro,
after
that's definitely some fucking Vidiot right there, huh, Matt?
Nah, he's cooler.
I don't know, wiping out a whole planet just in a matter of, like, nothing.
I mean,
fucking torturing a dude that's coming to kill you.
Wiping out your entire race so you can become stronger? Like, let's be real. Vidiot, he's on a whole nother level.
Tim asks, who's Vidiot?
Star Wars. He's the Sith Emperor.
Oh.
He's the last Sith, like true Sith, like the race.
Yeah, duh, you Vidiot.
Well, he's not anymore because he's dead, but you know.
There's one step ahead of that where they just bombard the whole planet from space. It's called Exterminatus, where the entire planet, every inch is nuked.
So you know how they needed a Death Star to destroy a planet? Yeah, he didn't. He could literally destroy a planet with troops.
He needed
That's
a planet
terrifying.
to destroy a planet.
So, but that's the thing about the books though, because like, yeah, Vidiot's strong, but like Luke in the books is also strong. Dude literally fucking
Yo, Luke was
creates
so
black
cool.
holes.
I'm so sad they removed that from lore.
I mean,
Yeah,
they gotta
but-
nerf him. Like, come on, like the dude could literally create black holes. It'd be a little busted for him to be a part of the actual like movie canon.
Well, I mean, Matt already knows this, like, I fucking hate... Like, I'm not a fan of the new trilogy. Like, fuck, man. I'll go watch Mannequin Skywalker again for all I care. Alright?
I mean, it was good for what it was, but it was
Yeah,
also not good.
but, like, it's... I hate that, like, when Disney got it, they were like, ha! Books? What books?
Well, they're
And-
retconning.
Well, that wasn't just Disney, dude. George Lucas has been doing that for you.
Yeah, but even you know.
George Lucas
Like,
would like take
those-
bits and pieces from the books that he liked, and then would be like, "Yeah, those are canon," but everything else, fuck that.
Yeah, but
And
even
incest.
you know that, like, the
Yeah, but-
fucking the real true Solo kids were the much better choice
Oh,
for
yeah,
these
100%.
movies, because, like, the fact that like you've got, what is it, Anakin, which is Han. So Han and Leia had 3 kids. They had Anakin because they wanted to. I mean, Leia wanted no. Yeah,
Anakin is Darth Vader.
no. Leia
Bro,
and Han
Anakin
had a
Solo.
kid. Yeah,
Anakin's only.
Anna.
They named
so
him after.
they
Darth
named
Vader.
him after him because they wanted to bring honor back to his name, or so on and so forth, like
Well,
to the
that's a
Skywalker. It was.
Nah, he did.
Well, he was treated like shit a lot of time because it was a curse to him. But and then you got the twins, which were
Too bad he was
Jason.
the weakest of the 3.
And that's true. Like, so, like, Jason and Jaina were the twins.
Jaina was probably the strongest, to be honest.
No, Jaina was, because if you remember, what was it? Didn't he go, Jason, he went to go see, what, a soothsayer, basically? Or a fortune teller, or something like that. That basically told him what? He had to kill, he either had to kill
had 2
his
options.
uncle. Yeah. Kill his uncle and go to the light side. I don't understand how that fucking works, but anyways. Kill his uncle Luke, who he loves, and go to the light side, or kill, and then the universe gets destroyed. Or kill his Aunt Mara, which is Luke's wife, which she is the head of the academy.
Mara motherfucking Jade.
And
Stronger
or,
than
yeah,
Luke.
kill her, which she trained him, if I remember right.
No.
Was
I
it
think
him
I
or
think they
Luke?
trained under Luke.
Either way, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, Luke trained him, but kill your aunt and go to the dark side and be the savior of the galaxy. So obviously he's like, well, I love my uncle too much, so I'm not gonna
It's
do
like, what
that.
up, bitches? It's Darth Cadus.
Exactly. So he fucking kills Mara and everything. Well, later on, obviously, like, they're trying to stop him and everything. Luke goes to fight him, and he doesn't kill Luke. Because that's his uncle. He loves his uncle. He doesn't want to kill his uncle. So he defeats his uncle, right?
Okay.
Well, so Anakin, his brother, I think he actually kills Anakin, right?
No, I think Anakin dies during the Yuzon.
The Yuzon War.
Wars.
Okay, so either way, he defeats Anakin. Well, then, like, I think he. Oh yeah, that's right. There was also Ben, which is
Ben, motherfucker.
yeah,
Ben
Luke.
Skywalker. What
So
it do, baby?
Luke and Mara had a son named Ben, which was named after Obi-Wan. So,
Who Jason
was
trained.
Yeah, Jason trained Ben, and so when Ben goes to challenge him, he loves Ben too much to kill him, but he does defeat Ben.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does, because
doesn't.
Jaina is the one that kills him.
Jaina kills him, but he loses to Ben.
No, he doesn't.
He does. He loses to Ben, and then Ben doesn't kill him. And when he talks to Luke, Luke tells him, "If it was me, I'd have killed him. I'd have succumbed to the darkness." He literally beats Jason.
Oh man, I swore up and down he didn't beat him.
No, Ben gives
Well-
him the fucking work.
In the end, the one that actually kills Jason is his twin sister, Jaina. And you gotta remember, these are all siblings, man, except for, obviously Ben. But, like, that was a way better story. I would love to see that in
Jaina
action.
OP though, dog. She got that Yuzong Vong hive mind shit. She got infected, bro. She busted. She be tapping into the fucking everything.
But if I could, I would get rid of the new shit. They fanfared so hard. They were like, it was like, what was it? The first one that was coming out, they were like, hey, guess what? We're leading up to like hinting blah 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 that that this is a Skywalker child and blah blah
to
blah.
be honest, and like as sexist as this is gonna sound, they really just wanted a main female character.
Well, that's how most movies are nowadays. Is like they're really pushing the empowered woman, which is fine. Which is fine. By all means, have empowered women.
Just make it good.
And
Yeah,
I
just
don't
look
give
at
a
No
fuck.
one's making. But that's the
characters.
thing. They're not making good characters. They're making terrible characters. It's like this. Why?
Captain Marvel. Ha!
Exactly. And Ben Affleck's kind of shit too, by the way.
Oh man, dude, did you fucking see? I swear, if they fucking do this, I'm a shit a brick. Fucking Brie Larson as Samus.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
please.
No.
No, don't
That's
do
what
that.
I'm
No.
saying.
I hope no. Beg,
It's,
I
dude,
beg,
she's
I
gonna
beg.
butcher it.
I
She is
beg.
gonna butcher
No,
it so hard.
You
not a good
can't
actress.
do that.
Did you say she's too short?
Too short.
Oh, okay.
Bro, fucking.
I don't know.
Samus
Have
is
you ever
what,
seen
6'2"
Samus's
or
heels
6'1"?
though?
No, Samus without heels is 6'1".
She's taller
Legs
than
for
me.
days.
That's crazy.
Bro,
She does have
Mommy
legs.
got
big.
She got like
Anyway, let's just group
Okay.
consensus that fucking Brie Larson is too trash to even be playing an amazing character like
she
that.
shouldn't. That's a disgrace.
And as hard as it is right now for video game adaptation into movies, let's go back to the 80s where they
Are you
brought
excited for the new Mario movie?
that's what I was bringing up.
I'm not gonna
Fucking
I'm not gonna
Super
be
Mario
excited if you got a
Brothers.
Fucking Samus played by Brie Larson.
So Zero
Are
Suit
you-
Samus is canonically 6'3".
6'3".
6'3", dude.
Bro, that's
6'3"?
seriously shorter than
Listen,
That's
listen.
amazing.
Tall.
I definitely want to be that cat that's scratching that cat post.
I'm just saying.
Meow.
That's crazy, dude.
If I put like 3-inch heels on you, I'd be right.
It's too tall. Too
That's
tall.
funny. Too tall. She's giant.
Oh no, are you afraid of tall women?
No.
No,
All right, I was gonna say, if
Okay.
anything, man, you get to give them a nice hug. Boom,
I think
boom.
I think dudes that are that tall are too tall.
Bro,
Stop
tall
scrolling
ladies, my
sources!
numbers
No,
in
I'm
the
looking. I'm
description.
looking for me. Where's me?
There you do be.
You're fired.
I got AIDS.
Too tall. Too tall.
Try to make yourself taller than depression.
Nick Kira.
You trying to be bigger than depression?
I mean, I'm like
That's 340 some
I'm
pounds of
trying.
depression.
5'11", bro. Like,
trying
it's
to-
not hard to be taller than me.
It's hard to be taller than me.
That's true.
trying to
You're
like
be
fucking
extra-
5'11".
6'5",
Out of
6'5",
my way.
big tall boy.
big tall. You very tall.
Yes, sir.
Wait, what did you say? How tall?
I'm 6'5".
6'5".
Wow.
He tall.
Can I climb
Hey.
on you? Good job,
Yes.
Tim.
Let's bring in some
Alright,
let's
calm
bring
down, kids.
let's bring in some fun right now. I wanna bring up a debate.
A debate.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Is it a master?
Are hot dogs sandwiches?
Hot take, Toby?
What on earth?
No, they're tacos.
Those are disgusting.
Is it the pineapple on pizza debate?
Oh, that's right. We said.
No, no. I want to be the
God.
one. I get to announce that. I brought it up earlier. Makes it look like I'm contributing.
Wasn't it Aubrey who brought it up earlier?
No, it was me. It was me because Matt was saying I'm buying pizza. I went, all right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Don't steal this from me, Albert.
Or what's this debate? We're waiting.
Make it look like I'm carrying.
Okay, so I saw a meme earlier, and it says Tanjiro and Nezuko are the best sibling duos in anime, but it shows a picture underneath and it goes, "What about the Elric brothers?"
Oh, that's tough.
That
I
is
like
tough.
That's tough.
Oh, okay. Can we
So, like,
put this into they're the best
so-
male?
No,
gender
no,
duo?
no, you can't bring sex into it.
Okay,
Alright.
alright, so
Let's bring in
But
cold,
that's a
hard
different
facts.
dynamic.
here's
I
the
want
thing, here's
hard
the
Sister
facts,
and brother,
baby.
Brother, you have to
Alright,
understand. Nezuko like just kind of
I
does her own
haven't
thing.
finished. I haven't finished. The demon one. Which
Okay, so as much as
You
I
don't
love
really
Demon
have
Slayer,
to finish it.
as much as I love Demon Slayer,
Demon Slayer.
at the end of the day, bro.
You have to give it to the Elric brothers.
Okay,
the-
but hold
the
on.
Elric brothers
Which
are
one
like-
though? Which one? OVA or Brotherhood?
Brotherhood. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, Brotherhood's kind of the better.
It has to be.
It did.
Brotherhood.
It did. It
I
fixed
still
so
wanna
many
watch
issues. It
Brotherhood.
really did. But
But I
I'm
mean,
not
even-
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Even OG like was not bad.
I hate Edward sometimes when it's like you created the ultimate sin, but now you're afraid to use a fucking philosopher's stone, which you could have then kept your fucking alchemy and fixed your brother and yourself, and you could use your alchemy to help fix the world. Instead, you're just a basic human now, and your brother has alchemy, and that's it. Even though Alphonse was I think he was better with alchemy.
I mean, he was also more
Well,
responsible with
And
it.
Edward didn't want to be an alchemist. Let's be fucking real here. At the end of the
He
day,
could literally have
he
helped
was happy
fix the
settling
world,
down. Yeah, but who gives a fuck about that?
Also, hold on. Now he's just a basic. Where if he's ever attacked with drawing a blank.
Bro, Winry will save his
Winry,
ass.
there you go. He can't protect her that much now. But
Talk about
before,
a badass female character, by the way.
he won't even use a gun.
So this is cool and all, but like, imagine not even being the best character in the anime that you're the main character of.
Oh, there's a few like that though.
I agree. on that.
Actually, have you guys seen the movie? The
Like-
live-action movie?
Let's be real,
No,
dude. Mustang.
I couldn't.
Mustang's
Hold
the
on,
best
let's be
character in
honest.
that
We
anime.
don't know. Listen, Lust was the best character. Okay.
All right, dude. You just first off, you just have like sexual needs, all right?
You just
want
wanna
to
get
take care of
stepped
that. Honestly,
Listen, I don't have a mommy complex, but I have
Look,
a milk
or you do.
complex.
Look, I'm just honest. Be real with yourself.
listen here, sister complex.
Calm down.
And be honest with yourself, guys.
I'm
Listen here, sister, brother, mother.
Oh man. I mean, I don't think that was really a good debate topic, you know, because everybody kind of agreed.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of waiting to see because Demon Slayer is taking what was it, #1 fucking movie for a
Just
while.
because it's a good show doesn't mean it's got better dynamic.
No,
Did
no,
you
no.
hear what
But
did you hear what
it's-
the creator of Demon Slayer?
What?
So he came out and he was like, Yeah, so like the water and stuff that happens when they're doing the techniques, that's not actually happening. That's just for like flair. And so many people were like, "No, fuck you. Fuck what you say. It's actually happening." Like they literally denied him his own creative right. They were like,
Well,
"No, no,
that's
no."
similar along the lines of like what J.K. Rowling is doing. She's going back and like, oh, this character is this.
Hold on,
this
let's
character is
just
that."
cancel J.K. Rowling. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, that dumb
let's get
bitch.
into that.
Okay, that dumb bitch is so stupid. She's like, hold on. She writes,
Or doing wannabe is all it is.
bro.
He said
She
so
is a
stupid.
PC wannabe. Okay, that's what she is. She
Wannabe
writes
look
Hermione. She writes Hermione as a redheaded white girl.
Oh,
And
then
she
goes
goes,
back
and then
decades
later on,
later.
years later,
A decade
like
later,
15
she's like,
years
"The black
later,
girl."
she's like, she was supposed to be black. What? Then why didn't you write her that? Like, if she was supposed to be whoever or whatever you want her to be,
Yeah, dude, the
then
game's
write
supposed to
her
be
that
Elizabeth.
way.
Because it wouldn't have gotten popular, which is terrible to say, but that was.
I mean, that's
No.
pretty accurate though.
I don't know. I doubt that. Like, I don't want to bring. I don't know if I want to bring that into this conversation, but like, because that's too controversial.
Starting off young.
All right,
It's a little-
but
it's a
like,
little too
well,
PC.
well, no. I was just bringing up the fact that like, of what she does. Like, she retcons her own characters after her characters have already been written. You can't sit there and say,
They're beyond
like,
written.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They're beyond written. They're developed, dude. They're making babies. All right. That Tim,
There's
what'd you say,
7
Tim?
movies.
I said the characters have characters.
The characters made characters.
Anyways, that was fun. Let's go back to Demon Slayer.
Okay, better topic. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No,
There you
fuck-
go.
no,
There
hold on,
you
we're
go.
going back to
Fuck.
Demon Slayer.
Pineapple.
We're going back to. Hold on, we're gonna go back to Demon Slayer though. Who's the best character? There's only one correct answer.
I've only watched the first episode.
The Nitsu.
I never watched it.
Oh, you guys suck. All right, cool. Pineapple on pizza. Pineapple 100% goes on pizza.
I agree.
I agree.
It's cool. Listen, sometimes you all are wrong. It's fine.
It's a three. A 3v2. I think you guys win.
I bet you
Listen,
could
I'm
stop.
always
It's
down
not
for a
democracy,
3v2.
it's
That's
all
fine. What?
Like, bro, you guys are like the type that put like peppers and shit on your pizza, but you're
Wait,
gonna
wait,
you're gonna
wait.
you're gonna
Now
fucking
what?
gate
No.
you're gonna
Matt,
gatekeep
you need to
pineapple,
stop
bro.
it, You're right.
Bro, you guys are just fucking gatekeeping pie. Like you
Oh.
listen, you like the spicy on yours,
What?
I like the sweet on mine. What's the problem?
Yeah, dude, jalapeno peppers.
I'll
What about,
jalapeno
like-
this dick in your mouth.
What about?
Oddly
about-
enough, they're both the
I
same
was,
size.
like an hour
Don't
ago.
worry.
Bro, like I've never understood the people who put like fucking olives and all that shit on their pizza. Like, bro,
Right.
You
if
know,
wanted to
you
eat
know,
nasty,
anytime,
like just go eat out of the trash.
anytime I ever ordered us,
Olives
like,
are gross,
I
though.
I never had olives on it though, so it's okay.
They're
What do you,
gross.
Nobody
what do you
likes-
guys think? What do you guys think of strawberries and mangoes on a pizza?
All right.
Okay.
It's fucking wrong with
Oh,
you.
no.
Vegan.
Literally no one does that.
You need to
Like,
stop.
You
Well,
are-
I'll okay pineapple.
Kira,
but I ain't
Kira.
gonna-
Kira, who
I won't
hurt you?
defend
Who hurt you?
What the fuck?
No,
Were they
I
a
was
Show me on this doll where they hurt you.
Good defense. I was making a good defense that pineapples are fine on pizza. See, everything works out.
I've had
Not
it
for
with
you,
ham.
apparently.
That's like the only way to eat it.
Like, but no. Like,
You're
real talk,
talking
there's
Hawaiian,
nothing-
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, sometimes if you're really hungry, I will eat pineapple on the fucking Hawaiian pizza.
What do you mean
But-
if you're really hungry?
What the fuck?
It's a Hawaiian pizza. It's supposed
You
to
got
have
to a
pineapple.
fucking bought a Hawaiian
If
pizza.
I'm really hungry, like, look,
Bro,
if I've been on the island, my hair never grew, but my beard did, okay?
What
I'm
the hell's wrong
yelling
with-
Wilson, Okay.
What's wrong with
Straight out of
pineapple?
Castaway.
Or sorry, Spalding, because I get the equate version of Wilson. I get the Spalding version. Okay.
Let me ask you this, okay? Like,
Mask
have you ever had
something.
like ham cooked with pineapple?
Unfortunately, I make it for everybody for on
Unfortunately,
Christmas.
so are you telling
You know
me
I
you
don't like ham, bitch.
Okay, but all right, so scratch the ham, chicken and pineapple, right?
What? No, I've never had chicken and pineapple.
What is wrong with you, bro? It
I eat chicken and peppers.
That was an attack.
like tenderizes the meat. It makes the meat taste better.
You tenderize
Bro,
meat.
you like pineapple's like the
Tenderize my
perfect
meat. Wait.
pineapple's like the perfect fruit to cook with meat.
Lemon pepper chicken is better. Fuck your
Shut the
pineapple.
fuck up,
wait,
Tim.
No, get out of here. You once has been vegetarian.
Eh.
What? That's
Where's it going?
What?
Disgust me with your
Aubrey, who
lemon
hurt you?
pepper chicken.
Okay, hold on, Kai. So you say what?
I don't like
what do you?
lemon
How do you
pepper
feel
chicken.
about pineapple on pizza?
I definitely. I'm all for it.
All right, cool. So the only people that matter like it. That's good.
Yeah. Thank
Shut
you.
the fuck up.
I wear, right?
Hold on, wait. How does Tim feel about it?
Tim, what
Oh,
do you
yeah.
feel?
What?
Pineapple on pizza?
With ham, yeah.
What about with chicken?
No,
Have you even had it before with chicken though?
I haven't had it before.
Okay, so
You should-
you
you
know
should
he
try
hasn't
it.
had it. He hasn't tried it.
That's
So
really good.
he
You get,
gets
like,
that
a barbecue
mulligan.
chicken pizza with pineapple.
But I
Not
don't
even-
think
it doesn't have
about
to be
chicken
barbecued.
and pineapple together.
it doesn't
so
have to be, but I
Bro,
like the
you guys
barbecue
are
with it.
fucking haters, dude. Like you probably like.
You probably fuck.
you
I
probably
fuck
don't
with
eat
my
ass.
socks on, thank you.
I think you're missing the knots. Kari.
Wait, hold on. I need to
Where
go
you're
back
going.
to something real fast. So going back to fucking, okay.
Okay, I thought that was.
I went on a service call today at work. Okay.
I don't want to hear this.
No, it's the most frightening thing in the world. It's the most frightening thing in the world I've ever seen.
Bro,
So
Saints
we're-
already slapped
No,
his cock out. You hear that?
we're doing a mattress. Hold on. We're doing a service call on a fucking mattress because like there's just indents in it, whatever, right? So I'm taking the pictures of the mattress and everything, and I look up on the ceiling. I'm like, man, something's catching my eye, bro. These people are like 300 pounds, and they have mounts for sex swings.
What?
It's a strong ceiling.
Strong seal.
Oh yeah.
I want someone to trust me the way the people trust their room.
Foundation.
Like me as a big person. Me as a big person, I know to stay in my lane, and that ain't it,
I
Chief.
agree. I
That
agree.
ain't it.
People are like, let me try to pick you up. I'm like, for both yours and I safety, let's not. do that.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, like you would probably trust me picking you up, but like,
Yeah, and I.
you know, no, you're not picking me up. Don't.
No, I was gonna try it, then I stopped.
I could do it.
You
I
thought
can't
about
lie. I'm not. I don't lie like that. I'd
It.
give
But
you a
no,
hug.
dude, like, I love hugs. No,
Wait.
yeah, that's.
Put that in there.
I'm touch starved. Damn it, leave me alone.
Why we're the blooper reel?
Oh.
Hey,
Fucking
you know
hot,
what?
man.
You know what? I feel like one of them lays in bed while the other one just rotates around of it. Fuck.
What's this on our
Weirdest
Sonic shit?
Visual image in my head.
Bro, it's like one of those spinning tables at like those restaurants, like Buca de
So
Beppo or
wait,
something.
were the hooks above the bed?
They were above the bed. Also, there was one, kind of cat corner, over near the door. So that way they could, I guess, swing through the door.
So like, how big are we talking? Like, are we talking like football player or Lizzo?
Big, think of a big,
What's the difference?
so think of Matt, just, taller with, a little bit less, I guess. So about, like I said, about 300 pounds, and big,
So me.
surly, bald man with
Oh.
beard.
Wait,
Listen, dude, maybe he likes
they
to
both
swing
have
from the
beards?
chandelier.
that's what I was about to ask. Was it two men?
No, it was a big lady and a big man.
Maybe he likes to.
Ladies, what the fuck? Maybe they're just trying to recreate Miley Cyrus wrecking.
Nah, dude, that's what I said at work, bro. I said that to my coworker. I told him about it, and I was like, dude, they fucking, you know when they get really kinky? He goes, I came in like a wrecking ball, and just smashes her ass.
Oh my
It's a
god.
big ass wrecking ball.
Well, it's probably
That's the
Tim said-
softest
Tim
wrecking
said that-
ball I've ever seen.
Tim said that basically what you're telling me is they orbit like planets.
Oh my god.
It's like that Family Guy.
Oh
skit.
look, Blooper back.
They're like one of
Dude,
those baby
fucking-
things that hang
fucking-
above the thing.
Like the woman probably dresses up like Sputnik. Fucking
Alright, guys.
satellite and shit.
Oh my
Just
god.
wears like a
This
silver
thing's
dress
couple-
and like little.
alright,
She dresses
calm
up
it
like
down, dial
Gengar.
back.
Gengar. Clefairy.
Blissey.
Oh!
Snorlax.
Calm down. We don't need to hear about your persona.
Oh my god.
Small motherfucker spirit animal, dog.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm all about Munchlax.
I'm all about
Yo,
that sleep.
Munchlax is so cute though.
Love that sleep.
What's everyone's favorite Pokemon?
Ninetales.
Absolutely.
I heard Ninetales.
Mew.
Yup.
If you had to choose between original or Alolan,
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, bro, he'd definitely have to go Alolan, dude. Fucking Alolan
They're
Ninetales
both
is
really cool.
way better.
Yeah.
they're both, but I
Gorgeous.
think Alolan
And
Ninetales is like one of the best
So
regions.
Let's go to
So I'm
let's
gonna
go
go
to
with- I'm gonna go
fucking
with shiny.
Alolan Rapidash.
I'm gonna go with shiny because the
Mm.
gray, like silver coat on the Ninetales looks dope.
Cultured.
Hey, Saints. What are you bringing to the table today, buddy?
Oh, I'm making the absolute best apps Pokemon, alright? Absolute God tier, S tier.
Did you say Absol?
Yeah, dude.
That was kind of cool.
Absol gets
Definitely,
clapped.
Like, a 15-year-old.
Look.
That, right?
Look, you're great.
I'm just saying.
Stay in
You
your
might be able to beat a fucking Weedle.
Alright? Not true.
He said alright. He's like, fake news because he can't beat Weedle.
Let me just pull out an Arcanine.
Arcanines are kind of cool.
Arcanines are dope, and they clap Absols.
So, so wait. So what's
I'm
your
just gonna
favorite
delete
Pokemon?
My avatar, my Pokemon.
She asked everybody else what their favorite Pokemon is. Did you ever say yours?
Machamp.
Machamp? What the fuck?
You're definitely a
Do you just
bottom.
need
It's
like a
those
big
big,
muscle?
it's those big, it's those big muscly arms. Oh my God! Choke me with all
Toxic.
4 of your arms, Daddy.
Oh my god.
Read me like a
Toxic.
book.
What?
Oh my god. Just that
Oh
good
my
at
God!
reading
Let
people.
me wear your champion's
Bro,
belt.
this
Oh
crackhead
my
smile can
God.
read people.
Otherwise,
I
would've
see through
picked,
all the bullshit with these.
Alakazam. I really love Alakazam too.
You really like the multiple limb sort of thing.
He,
Bro, I gotta-
He has 2 arms. What are you talking about?
I'm
I
just
gotta-
saying, he likes spooning.
Oh, yeah, spoons.
Guys, I got a Sharingan, but my shit I don't see like you.
Look, man, I'm just living
He got
off
those
the high
retro
called
eyes.
life.
Yo, the more that you bring up the fact of like
Season
Sharingan,
3D.
bro, like your character your avatar literally looks like fucking Sasuke.
I
Like,
am, dude.
but-
I'm
like-
sausage.
But hold on,
Oh,
hold
I'm
on,
He's
sausage.
hold on.
Sasuke to stay-at-home wife.
No, you're the Sasuke. You're the Sasuke if Naruto and Sasuke actually got married.
No, I'm the Sasuke. if
You-
I wasn't
you're the
to
Naro
shield
ship
man in
right
my
there.
family.
Wait, what?
Hey,
I said I'm the Sasuke who didn't leave in a bad fam.
Ooh,
You're the
daddy
future
issues.
of what if their decisions after they kiss changed.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
I
They
am
embraced
sausage,
after the
goddammit.
kiss. You are the future.
Can I get a hair? Can I get a hair change, please?
Longer.
Um,
Longer, yeah.
So,
Here's-
I
uh,
get a little less crack.
But I'll go with the Itachi hair.
since we just brought in those that Naruto, I just want to bring up some Naruto fact, by the way.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about Boruto.
No, I said Naruto.
Yeah,
All
but,
right.
like usually that like leads into like
No,
Boruto
no, no.
bullshit.
The
the
water.
fuck up, Jonathan.
So this is a fact, by the way. The water from the Valley of the End. That's actually just Sakura's tears yelling Sasuke all the
my
time.
God. Fucking-
It's my coom.
Your character kind of looks like a Walter.
What?
Bro, just like talk, Aubrey. Just think about it. This character looks like a Walter.
Bro, I'm just Breaking Bad over here, okay?
Oh, Aubrey. Yeah, I tried to make it look like him. It's a little bit wide. Like his face is a little bit wider. It's not as.
How's he look less crackhead than me then?
Bro,
What?
have you seen your character?
The guy for Breaking Bad is a crackhead.
Oh my God.
Oh no, you're my dealer.
Now that I think about it, why the fuck am I wearing a collared button?
I said that! Hold on! No, hold on! She gave you a fucking maid's outfit, okay? I said a white
Wait a minute.
butcher's...
Wait a minute. Wait
Okay,
a minute. Why did
I
we
said
change
a-
that? Why did we change that?
I said a white butcher's apron. Blue is your favorite color. You wear a lot of button-up shirts. And I'm like,
Can I get,
yo,
like,
Can we
okay,
please
this is
put the
great.
maid outfit on?
I don't wear that many
Yes,
button-up shirts.
I will do
no,
that.
fuck a
I am
fucking
gonna
maid
work on
outfit,
that.
bro. Butler outfit.
Wait, so give him a polo. Give him a polo, and then put some like fucking the maid headband. Put it on.
Oh, the maid. Yeah.
And then put blood on his apron to make it.
But like, so like,
No,
I was
fuck the
trying to
blood.
make you, hold on, I was trying to make you
I want a
look
butler
like,
tux.
I was trying to make you
Ooh,
look like
a butler tux. Yes.
I was trying to make you look like a doctor, like you got
Fuck
like
a
your
doctor,
white
dude.
button up. I mean, you got your button up and all that stuff. Like,
I don't even go by Dr. Touch and Feel anymore.
yeah, but I don't care what you say. Like, that's you. That's who you've been for like years now.
I mean, that's still me on Twitch.
I don't even go by the greatest.
Yeah,
Now you do.
that's formally you now.
Yeah.
No.
You have to. You've already confirmed. You've already signed the contract.
Okay, so, I think we're pretty much good with this episode today.
All I hear when I look at Kai's like character
Alright.
model is
Look like something straight out of Epic Mickey.
Wasn't that a good game? I feel like it was. I don't know why.
The first one was.
There was a second one.
he kind of looks like the dog from fucking
Oh,
what
calm
was that
down.
game?
Stop.
What was that game? Oh,
Dog Hunt?
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt.
He looks like he's like.
Wait, that's that's kind of the era that like, the cartoons are from. Yeah, so it works. Perfect. See, getting the right eras, correct? Right?
What is that, like Inkwell though? Like, he also reminds me of the fucking
You look
Ink
like
game.
old Bob the Builder concept art.
He's the youngest. He's the youngest motherfucker here with the oldest avatar.
Okay, go ahead, Tim.
It was
All
cool,
right.
like,
Hey.
baby glass.
Tim wants to talk, so everybody listen.
Alright. One of
No.
Warhammer's 40k's rarest minis just broke a record for selling for 35k.
What the fuck?
What?
Yep. The
Yeah, so like, like the minis, like,
That's insane.
you know like how people do like tabletop and those little tiny minis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what did you say?
Yep, the Thunderhawk gunship. In 1997, all models were made of metal.
Ooh.
And normally this model would sell for 2 to 10 grand, but famous YouTuber Squidmar painted it and sold it for 35k on eBay.
Insane.
It weighs up to 22 pounds in the box. It comes in a nice wooden chest that's stained and painted,
Ooh.
and it has Aquila markings on it, a certificate of ownership. The model together weighs 20 pounds, and it's what, 214 different pieces.
That's fucking insane. That reminds me of like model like ships and shit.
You can buy a plastic one for 650. Actually, wait. It cost $650 back
Oh
then
my god.
to buy this model. There was only 500 of them made, and you can buy plastic ones now for, I want to say,
I'll just
$700,
3D print it. I have a 3D
$400.
printer.
Yeah, 3D printed. There you go.
This is an expensive hobby.
That would hurt, man. I don't know if I could spend that much on a figure. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love, like, I miss tabletop, like, anything, but, like, D&D was, like, where it was at for me, but, like...
Yes. We should run a game.
Yeah.
But,
Yes, and then record it.
When you have
Yes!
if you
I-
wanted to
I've been
order
wanting
this
to do, like, an
model,
animated
We
series.
can stream it.
hold on, what's up?
if you wanted to order this model back then, you had to have the magazine and cut out this little certificate and mail it to them.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
That reminds
So
me
it's,
of...
like, super rare.
That's some, like, old school shit where you had to be subscribed to something just to get it. But I guess that's how
Welcome to
Netflix works.
Fortnite. Wait.
Yeah.
That's just what I do,
Oh.
you know?
Squid Bar had got this model. He got it off of somebody. I don't know where, but it was unopened.
There you go. There you go. Wait, he
What?
opened it?
Yeah, he opened it and painted it and sold it for 35 grand.
That's
Fuck that.
insane.
Did I order wings?
What?
He's talking about food. No, I mean DoorDash.
Oh. I had to make.
Bro, I think wings are acceptable at any time of the day.
Right?
And
Wings
I'm
are
not gonna
fucking
lie,
good.
I'm a savage. I can eat wings cold out of the fridge. Out of the fridge.
Ew.
Out of
That
the
is
freezer.
vile.
Out of the
Fridge,
freezer?
motherfucker.
Out of the free? Oh, I can eat them out of the fridge.
No.
Yeah, like I can eat. I can
Bro,
eat them
I will
cold
literally
out
put
there.
like a full fried chicken in the fridge and then take it out cold and eat it.
I need to eat it hot.
Yeah. At least somewhat warm.
Sounded.
Nah, man. I don't know. Like you guys probably eat pizza cold.
That's different.
I'd eat pizza
no,
cold.
no, there's no
No,
difference. Like chicken is
I-
good
there-
anytime.
There's a different
Pizza,
taste.
cold chicken. There's
I
a major
prefer-
difference.
Oh no, usually because unless you like put it in the oven to reheat it, it's just fucking bad. So just eat it cold.
The day I
That's why I
stopped
have a
being a
toaster oven.
vegetarian, I was half in the refrigerator like a goblin, bending over into a bag of cold KFC, eating the breading, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm eating chicken."
Oh,
But all right, guys. We're gonna end this because my recording says that we're at an hour and a half.
yeah, we're at 1 hour and 33 minutes.
That's a big
Next
oof.
week, D&D.
Yeah, right. I actually
Run
like
code
the
down for
idea
some
of the
D&D.
D&D game.
You can run D&D off a tabletop.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean that's fine with me.
D&D.
Pretty soon there's gonna be a tabletop sim coming out on the channel. Man, I had a really big Markiplier moment, and you guys are gonna see it, and you guys are gonna be like, "That's hilarious," and you're fucking stupid all at the same time. So just saying. Anyways, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So what? Do we want to do this weekly, bi-weekly? What do we want to do?
Weekly is fine for me.
Up or whatever.
What's the group consensus?
I vote
I don't
weekly.
give a
I mean,
fuck.
make it at night.
What's up?
Make it night control at 4. Sometime during the night.
Yeah. We can. I guess we can do it weekly, or we can try to do it. I say start bi-weekly, see how it goes. Yeah, I wanna start bi-weekly, and then see if we can get to a point where it's weekly. So, all right, guys, it's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to our next one. So,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.